The new look Magic look to make it 2-0 on the road. The house that Jordan built, the United Center, a very interesting Chicago Bulls team hosting Orlando. Tyson Chandler, Jalen Rose. It's not Derrick Rose, but trust me, Jalen during this time could put up points too. You've got a healthy Jay Williams and Marshall. Definitely could get some points. Question is, what would Mike Miller do? Remember, the last game he broke the record for most three-pointers in a game. I'm just imagining Chicago probably will have a little more focus on him. Rose? Yeah. Said he would score buckets. Well, you see already. Getting busy on the offensive end. A three? Chicago up 8 early. And there goes Orlando with struggling early. But you see, quick run. Jay Williams, nice spin. Finishing at the rim. Penny Hardaway. Really low screen. And then still going to the basket. So Penny giving Orlando their first lead of the game. Tyson Chandler. We'd see that a lot. Finishing around the basket. Chicago up 3. Jamal Crawford off the bench. Easy and quick buckets. Rose. Mouse in the house. Armstrong too small. Chicago. Rose. Again. Really good first quarter for him. Chicago leading going into the second. Not too long in. Jalen Rose continuing his onslaught. Miller. Hey. He can still hit those threes. This is first of the game. Agent 3. Orlando hanging around. No, maybe we'll double Rose. Not a good idea. Marshall. Open 3. Up 5. Crawford. Open 3. Chicago up 8. Hassel. Getting to the basket. Chandler. Nice dump off for the quick bucket. So Chicago up 11 with about 4.5 to go. Williams off the screen. Make it 14. Chicago kind of asserting their will. Miller a late 3. We'll take it. Cuts it to 11. And we're just trying to hang around. Jalen Rose really trying to make sure this game is over so his guys can get some rest in the fourth. 13-point lead for Chicago. 61 points. That's definitely not what Orlando wants to do. The goal is to, kind of keep your opponent in check. Well, Jalen Rose didn't get the memo on that one. 23 points. 10 of 21 from the field. 21 shots and a half. Jeez. Pass the ball, bro. So, Orlando's got their work cut out for them in the third quarter. And they would do what they can. McGrady, 29 points. So, as great as Rose was playing, McGrady was doing his thing too. Armstrong, spotting up. In transition, cuts the lead to 5. Next possession. Mike Miller. Back to McGrady. McGrady's going to use the screen. Not get what he wants. But hey, he does find Mike Miller. 13 points for Mikey. So Orlando right back in the game. Marcus Fizer. Legit never heard of this guy. Big bucket there. Chicago up 4. Eddie Curry. Make it look. Even if Stephen Hunter had position, Curry's just going to push him out the way. This one was a crazy one. I didn't think that pass was going to get through. I'll admit I hit the wrong button. But we're up 2. Early in the fourth. We're up 4. So Orlando getting things going. Chicago with the answer. A 3 to go up 5. Crawford. Another bucket. Up 7. A very nice run. Hill. Off the feed from McGrady to double team. We'll take it 1 of 7 assists for T-Mac. Grant Hill. A 3. Rare. So tied at 98. McGrady. Didn't I just see Paul George do that? I feel like I just saw him do that in the game. We'll take that. Down 1. Down 2 after a Marshall free throw. He misses the second. Long outlet. Patty Mahomes accuracy there. Penny Hardaway with the dunk to cut it to 2. Now we trade missed free throws. This one hurts us. Grady made the first but missed the second. Down 5. Got to make something happen. Down 3. DeClerc, going to the basket and decides to fade away. Don't know why. Misses. Chicago makes both free throws. We know we have to get a bucket. Got to just make something happen. Taking too long. Got to fire a contested 3 up with Miller. That'll be a miss. Foul ensues. And the Bulls win by 5. Threes. Neither team shot. Well, they didn't make a lot. They didn't really shoot as much, I guess, in comparison to this era. Second quarter, Chicago wins by 9. You see they were 5 of 6 from deep. Pretty much that was their quarter of hitting threes. The bench, Jamal Crawford, doing work. Fourth, 28 points to 21. So again, the even numbers were good for Chicago. Know what else was good? Jalen Rose. So he did have 23 at the half. A really quiet second half, but a couple of key possessions in the fourth quarter. He ended up with 30 points, but he was 3 of 12 from 3. Marshall getting a little bit of a spotlight coming up here. 21 points for him. 13 rebounds. 9 of 16 from the field. So he was doing his thing. Crawford had 14 points off the bench. Definitely harassing us. And the other key player for Chicago, Tyson Chandler. 2 blocks, a steal, and 16 and 14. So a nice double-double. Chicago getting efforts everywhere. For Orlando, it started with McGrady. Shocker. 38 points, 7 assists, 2 steals. You saw 1. We'll take it. Just not enough help. And he couldn't hit key shots down the stretch. Is what it is. He kept us in the game. Can't complain. Darrell Armstrong off the bench, 7 points. He was 3 of 7, so definitely more efficient in this one. And shout out to Grant Hill. Double-double. 12 points, 10 rebounds. Look, I'm taking whatever I can get from these guys. Miller, 13 points. He was 3 of 7 from deep, so nothing historic, but definitely not as many points as we would have liked. And lastly, as you can see here, Penny did some work for us. 16 points, 7 of 14 from the field. So now we drop to a game above 500. We're 12 and 11. Definitely not freaking out. Would have loved to have this, but you gotta finish strong. We were unable to do so in this one.